Thank you, Sanjana, for the introduction. This month, I will talk to you about Creole language. According to Collins Dictionary, Creole is a type of language that developed from a mixture of different languages and which is now spoken by a group of people as their first language. As this is a podcast from Alliance Française de Jaipur, we will obviously focus on Creole, which has a French lexical origin. But let me first tell you a little more about what is Creole, because it's fascinating. So, Creole is a legit language. It's not a way of speaking French, as there are many ways of speaking la langue de Molière in the Francophonie world. For example, a friend from Mali would ask you, c'est comment? To ask you how you feel. And a Canadian in Quebec would tell you that you are assis sur ton steak if you are lazy doing nothing. While these different ways in which French speakers from all over the world have appropriated French are surprising and sometimes funny, Creole is much more elaborate. The precise number of Creole languages is not known, particularly as many are poorly documented. About 100 have arisen since the 16th century. These are mostly based on European languages such as English and French due to, the colonization at the time. Civilization had to learn to communicate with each other. And the quickest way to do this was to develop a pidgin. In turn, full Creole languages developed from these pidgins. For your information, a pidgin is a simple form of a language with a limited number of words that are used together with words from a local language. But don't confuse Creole and pidgins. Creoles have developed their own grammar, modified the language's conjugation. For example, some of them got rid of irregular verbs. If you guys know a bit of French, I think you can understand why. Imagine French without exceptions, or verbe irrégulier du troisième groupe au subjonctif imparfait. Imagine all the verbs conjugated the same way. Living a life in peace, you. Sounds like paradise, doesn't it? So, as I said, let's focus on the French lexical-based Creole. You will see that there are a few of them, 20 to be exact. We have le créole louisianais, le créole haïtien, le créole
guadeloupéen, le créole saint-ouen, le créole dominicain, le créole martiniquais, le créole saint-lucien, le créole vénézuélien, le créole guyanais, le créole trinidadien, le créole grenadien, le calipuna, le créole séchellois, le créole réunionnais, le créole mauricien, le créole rodriguais, le créole agaléen, le créole chagossien, le taillot et le taille-boy.
Pretty list, right? We'll be together only for a few more minutes, so I'll present you in detail only one of them. Le créole réunionnais. Le créole réunionnais is the Creole spoken in Réunion Island, a part of French territory located near Madagascar at the southeast of Africa. Creole in Réunion Island takes its roots from 4 foreign territories which came to the island: France, Madagascar, Africa, and India. Yes, Indian cultural influence is strong in Réunion Island. They eat samosas, they celebrate Holi, they practice Hindu rituals for some important events of life like birth, death, and weddings. Now let's take a quick class of Creole Réunionnais. Here are some basic words or sentences. Just one thing before I start, dear Réunionnais, I am so sorry for my accent in advance. Allons bouger means let's go. À terre là, here, which literally could be understood in French by here on earth. Fait noir. The night. Which, again, literally could be understood in French by it's dark. Il fait noir. Comment il est? How are you? L'a dit, l'a fait. Which orally in French would mean il l'a dit, il l'a fait. Matlab, he said it, he did it. But l'a dit, l'a fait actually designate gossip, or as you might say it in Hindi, tari mari. I noticed that there is a word in each language, at least in each language that I know, to designate gossip. I think it's a universal sport. If it would be in the Olympics, which country do you think would win? Allez, one last sentence for the road. Allons battre carré, which means let's have a walk. Allons means let's go, and my humble guess would be that bat carré comes from bat karna in Hindi. Therefore, they would say let's go have a talk to say let's go have a walk. Et maintenant, some fun expressions that you might use if you decide to travel there or if you meet a person from Réunion Island. Bon Dieu y punit pas les roches. Which would be in French, le bon Dieu ne punit pas les rochers. God doesn't punish the rocks. In other words, God punishes the ones who deserve it. Sorry, guys. Second one. En attendant qu'Abri mange salade. Which would come from en attendant la chèvre mange la salade. The goat is eating all the salad. In other words, without a solution, a problem will last. And le meilleur pour la fin, the best for last. La patience y guérit la gale. In French, la patience guérit même la gale. Which basically means that patience heals everything. Maybe I should listen to this one more often. Et voilà, this was le créole réunionnais. A rich and meaningful language as its territory is. If you have the occasion, go and visit Réunion Island, an amazing multicultural place with breathtaking landscapes and warm-hearted people. I hope you had a good time during this Alliance Française of Jaipur podcast for the month of April. See you next month for the next topic. And don't forget to follow the podcast. À bientôt!